Hey guys, what is up? It's Card Shuffler 99 here today. We are going to be revealing Issy Simpson's final trick for Britain's Got Talent. Now before we start, if you guys do not want to know how this trick is done, we suggest you leave this video. So if you do not want to know how it's done, leave this video now because we are going to be revealing how it's done. Now, first of all, credit to Issy for being brave and putting so much effort into her tricks and being a great magician at such a young age. It takes a lot of effort to being brave to do that. So credit to her for that. Before we start, make sure you check out all of our social media in the description below. Hit that like button, subscribe button, and notification button so the second we post, you guys can check us out. Also, there will be a link in the description for free My Apps. Click that link, download free apps, get points, and get rewards like Amazon or iTunes gift cards. Anyways, let's get into the reveal.
Alright guys, really quick, before I get into the performance here, I do want to address something. A lot of people have been, commenting on a few of our reveals, asking us, why are we revealing tricks during the competition? Well, the first thing I want to address is, that magic tricks on America's Got Talent, Britain's Got Talent, the main idea of, these performances are not necessarily to fool the spectator, more so as it is to entertain the spectator. At the end of the day, the magicians, they're out there, they're trying to leave a good impression in your mind. That way, you can go ahead and vote for them. And honestly, at the end of the day, it's just, did they entertain you? It's kind of, look at everything else. You got singing, you got dancing, you got all these different things. And at the end of the day, these acts leave you entertained. And that's the same thing with magic. You want to go, you want to be entertained. And that's just something that the human mind loves, is to be entertained, to be amused, okay? So, obviously, I'm sure we can all agree that Issy Simpson is one of the most entertaining performers out there. Just her character and everything she does on stage is really entertaining to watch. So, that's, it's not so much that, we're here to ruin her life. That's not what we're trying to do here. At the end of the day, she put a great performance on, and, she can very well win the show. Okay, guys? Now, Robert, I am going to do a little performance here. Now, typically, Issy Simpson, she did have words and names on the cards. I don't. But, you kind of get the idea there. Robert, go ahead and name any card in the deck.
Three of spades.
The three of spades. Check this out. I'm going to go through the deck here, and let's see. There it is, the three of spades. We'll take the three of spades here. Now, Robert, you could have named any card in the deck. Yeah. You could have named the 10 of diamonds. You could have named the three of spades like you did here. You could have named the 5 of hearts. You could have named whatever card, but you named here the 3 of spades. And all I have to do here, you check it out, you snap your fingers, you can see that this is actually the only card in the deck that actually says BGT. You can see here the entire deck, completely different. Your card, the 3 spades, is the only card that says BGT on it. Now we're going to try something a little bit different here. I have a box, and we're going to try something here with the box. Okay, so I'm going to put your card inside the box. This is all I'm going to do. I'm going to give it, let's put that back in the box. We're going to give it a little snap. Okay, just one little snap, a little wave over the box here, and if you take it, the card right back out of the box, the BGT card, you'll actually see we can get the entire card to disappear. Now, guys, that is basically the entire trick. That's exactly what she did, start to finish. Obviously, I'm not going to use the same dialogue as her. Obviously, she's out there and she's, talking about her experiences on the show and everything. But I'm going to basically reveal exactly how this trick is performed. And, yeah, let's get straight to it. So, all you're going to need for this trick is a couple things. One of the most important things is double-sided Scotch tape. That's one of the most important things for this trick is double-sided Scotch tape, and you should be good to go. Now, all I have here is just a random card in the deck, okay? And all I did was I wrote BGT on it. Now, a lot of you guys might be thinking, well, she had names and, words on the cards. It's the same effect. Go ahead. You can write down words, names on all the cards. It'll be the same effect. Make sure the only BGT card or name card, whatever you want to use, is going to be on the bottom of the deck. And this has a little bit of double-sided tape. I put a little strip on the bottom of the card, okay? So on the bottom of the card here, I have a little piece of double-sided tape on the Jack of Diamonds. Again, this says BGT on it, and it's on the bottom of the deck. Now, I have a blank card here. Obviously, if you don't have a blank card, you can use something else. You could tape some paper to it, but I have a blank card here. And on the back, I wrote BGT, the same way I wrote BGT here, or at least somewhat similar to the way I wrote BGT on the card. And this is going to be kind of like your setup card, I guess you could say. So it's going to play the role of the card that you're using in the trick. So here I have the box. all I do here is I put a little piece of double-sided tape on this side of the box. So not with the flap. It's going to be right inside the box right there. So I have a little piece of double-sided tape. The more you put, the better. Obviously, the trick is going to work better that way, and you'll be good to go. So once again, I have the piece of double-sided tape on this flap right here. So it's not up here. It's right here on the bottom of the box right there. Okay, so all I'm going to do is start with this. Okay, this is going to start inside the box. Okay, and it's just on the bottom of the box. Once again, the tape is up here, so this card is not going to stick to it or anything. It's just inside the box. Okay, and it's going to start right there. Okay, and it faces her the entire time. Obviously, it's going to face her the entire time until the end of the trick. So once again, it's right here, and it's going to be right on the bottom with the double-sided tape here on the top. So how do you go about doing this trick? Well, all the cards, like I said, are going to have a different word on it. So let's say, she wrote some certain names, she wrote words. Doesn't matter, but these are all different. Just make sure whatever card or whatever you wrote on the back of the bottom card and the back of the card in the box is going to be different from all the rest. So in this case, BGT. Put that on the bottom. Make sure you want to have where the tape is closer to the bottom. Just because when you spread it, you can cover the double-sided tape with your thumb and give it a little hand spread, okay? So, that's what you're going to do. You start with the pack just like this. Once again, double-sided tape should be on the bottom. And at this point, you're set up for the trick. So, what are you going to do? She goes through, she says, she goes through all the cards. They're all different, okay? And she shows that all the cards have a different word on it, okay? Now, what you're going to do here is you're going to flip the pack over and you're going to ask someone to name a card or think of a card. Now, you notice she didn't mind read. Obviously, she had Simon name the card out eventually, okay? So she's not reading minds. She's just she's just having Simon name the card out loud, okay? Now, by doing this, what's going to happen is she just has to go through the deck and find the card. So in this case, let's go 3 of spades again. I have a duplicate there by accident. Let's just get rid of that. So 3 of spades, let's go with 3 of spades. So let's say she said the 3 of spades or whoever it is says 3 of spades. You go through the deck. Once again, I'm putting my thumb over the double-sided tape to cover it. You find the 3 of spades and she out-jogs the card. From there, she's going to bring this on top of the jack. Once again, the jack has a piece of double-sided tape. When she brings this card on top of the jack, she puts a little bit of pressure on the card. And now there's actually 2 cards here, but it makes it seem like the 3 of spades says BGT on it. In reality, the BGT card is the jack of diamonds. So once again, all she did, she has this on the bottom of the deck, okay? And she has whatever card is in the middle. Once again, she goes through, finds whatever cards, let's say it's the ace of clubs, brings it to the bottom, applies pressure where the tape is. Obviously, she's going to do this, and she starts talking a little bit. And all she's going to do is basically take the card off just like this, and she's going to show it says Simon on it. Now, obviously, I wrote BGT, but this card would say Simon, obviously, for her, and it's going to basically match, his name, basically, and this is going to signify his card, okay? Now, the rest of the trick. She's going to put this into the box face down. So she's going to put it in like this. Now, you have to be careful. You need to know what orientation you put this card in. In this case, if BGT goes in first, I'm going to put BGT in first again, but this is going to go into the top of the box. You can see here, I have this. This is facing her. Now, obviously, there was a camera cut here, so we don't exactly see what happens here, but this is most likely what she does. She's going to take this card. Once again, the double-sided tape is on the top of the box inside here on this top flap. She's going to push the card into the box, okay, just so it's on this, so it's touching this top part of the box. And all she has to do is stick it to the double-sided tape. So just like that, you can see now that ace of clubs or that Simon card is actually stuck to the top of the box, okay? Now that it's stuck to the top of the box, everything looks fair. You can still see this card here, right? And this card can come out because now it's blank. So at this point, she basically transforms the card into a blank card. And you'll notice she actually, the box is literally facing the judges, but they can't see anything, obviously, because the card is stuck to the top and not the bottom, okay? So at this point in the trick, it's basically done. She shows it, it's a blank card, and she's basically good from here, okay? So you got a blank card now. She says, she talks about the magic. Now, she does tear this up, okay? So she will tear this up, so she goes ahead, she tears up the card, and at the end of the trick, she makes like a bunch of pieces of paper appear. Let's be honest with you, she is not actually making anything appear. She literally goes behind her brother's chair, and literally takes out a bunch of pieces of paper and throws it into a fan. That's literally all she does. You could see her literally climbing behind the chair, grabbing something, lifting her hands up. Next thing you know, she's got a bunch of pieces of paper in her hand, and that's really the end of the trick. Either way, guys, it was a great little performance. She did a great job. Obviously, this being her very first card trick, I think she did a great job, especially for 8 years old. She did a great job entertaining me. I really enjoyed the performance. But that's it, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed it. And this is Card Shuffler 99. Peace out.